A volcanic eruption divided a population of seed-eating birds in a national park by creating a wide lava field. Before the eruption, the birds occupied one habitat and interbred freely. After many generations of separation, the two populations differed in feeding structures, courtship behavior, and breeding periods. Table: features of the separated bird populations. Analyze these sweetie isolation mechanisms. Biology is so sweet. Population A and B are reproductively isolated by different characteristics. Pause the video and analyze the table. Another concept: the eruption also left one section of the park as bare lava. Scientists monitored the gradual development of the ecosystem. Table: recovery of the exposed lava surface. They have now integrated in succussion. This is secondary succussion. Pause and analyze the sweet table. Park authorities proposed constructing a wildlife corridor across the lava field, applying nitrogen fertilizer and planting fast-growing exotic trees. Task: Part A. Analyze how isolation and different feeding conditions promoted divergence of the bird populations and affected biodiversity. Ecosystem development on the exposed lava surface. Part B. Evaluate the proposed restoration measures for conserving the birds and accelerating ecosystem recovery. Analysis. As usual, divergence of the bird populations and its effect on biodiversity. The lava field caused geographical isolation, preventing gene flow between the formerly interbreeding bird populations. Independent mutation and recombination produced variation, while different food resources imposed different selection pressures. Population A feeding on small soft seeds favored birds with shallower beaks, whereas population B feeding on large, hard seeds favored deeper, stronger beaks. These advantageous alleles increased through directional natural selection, producing adaptive divergence. Different breeding periods, February to April versus June to August, caused temporal isolation, while different courtship displays, wing raising versus tail spreading, caused behavioral isolation. Consequently, successful interpopulation mating declined to 9 to 11%, indicating reproductive isolation. Continued isolation may result in allopatric speciation, increasing biodiversity through new species, niche specialization, and reduced competition. However, small isolated populations are vulnerable to genetic drift, inbreeding, and loss of genetic diversity, increasing the risk of local extinction. Roman numeral II, ecosystem development on the exposed lava surface. The lava surface underwent primary succession because it initially lacked soil and established organisms. 3 years, lichens colonized bare rock, weathered it, and added organic matter, producing shallow soil, low nitrate, and low biomass. 12 years, mosses established on the thin soil, retained water, and increased organic matter, raising soil depth to 1.8 centimeters, nitrate to 2.9 parts per million, and biomass to 26 grams per meter squared. 28 years. Grasses colonized the deeper, more fertile soil. Their roots stabilized soil and increased organic matter, giving 6.4 centimeters soil depth, 7.6 parts per million nitrate, and 118 biomass. 55 years. Shrubs and young trees became dominant as deeper, nutrient-rich soil supported larger plants. Litter decomposition increased soil depth to 15.7 centimeters, nitrate to 14.2 parts per million, and biomass to 386. Succession progressively increased soil formation, nutrient cycling, water retention, vegetation complexity, and biodiversity, although the community had not yet reached a climax stage. Evaluation of the proposed restoration measures. Wildlife corridor. A wildlife corridor can reconnect habitats, increase gene flow, reduce inbreeding and genetic drift, improve adaptation, and provide access to feeding and breeding sites. However, temporal and behavioral isolation may still limit interbreeding. Increased gene flow may reduce local adaptations, while corridors may spread diseases, predators, or invasive species if poorly designed. Recommendation: establish a wide corridor with indigenous seed-producing vegetation and continuously monitor movement, gene flow, and population size. Applying nitrogen fertilizer. Nitrogen fertilizer increases soil nitrate, promoting chlorophyll and protein synthesis, faster plant growth, higher biomass, and reduced erosion. However, it may disrupt natural succession, displace pioneer species, cause eutrophication, alter soil chemistry, and create dependence on repeated fertilizer use. Recommendation: avoid widespread fertilizer application. Where necessary, apply limited organic matter or compost in severely degraded areas while allowing natural succession elsewhere. Thank you.